Pick up the jumping knee. Rolling elbow. Look at this.
Yeah. Guess who's that? Alright, welcome everybody to the show you want to be on a Tuesday night. Forget the World Cup. Watch this show. This is PWF is Raw. This is the best show at the moment on YouTube. I'm the best host in history. Let's get this. Let's get this show on the road. First off, follow us on Twitter at PWF is Raw. Yeah, our show's up there. And like us on Facebook at Broadcast Wrestling Fallout. Give us a like. We've got 2K now, so. And join our group, which is Broadcast Wrestling Fallout as well, which we discuss about wrestling in general with WWE, TNA. If you have any TNA fans there. RH, everything there. Indies. So. And of course, subscribe now. That's the important thing. Subscribe. Spread the word, guys. Tell your friends, other people, you know, pro wrestling fans, see what they think. You want to know. Always we like to have feedback. So, first off, we do have an interview, so I'm going to say that now. It's not now, it's in July 12th, which is an indie interview. We're interviewing a guy. Was in WF, NWA. He's one half of the tag team of the Headbangers. Thrasher. Yes, not Mosh. Thrasher. So you better check it out. Which it starts July 12th. Time will be 6 p.m. Eastern Time, USA time, UK time at 11 p.m. So make sure you be there, because if you don't be there, it's your loss.
Don't forget to wear your shirts. So.
Okay, so be crazy, get drunk. You gotta be there.
Don't forget to wear your shirts.
And you can ask questions as well. So if you want to send your fans questions on that day, we will happily let you do that. So do that. Yeah. Not just us. We don't have to, we will send questions, but important the fans get interactive as well. So first off, tonight we'll be talking about what happened last night, Raw Fallout. You know what happened. John Cena, you know what happened with John Cena match. I don't really have to discuss. We had Stardust, the debut of Stardust. Yes, stars in the light of the sea. But it was weird and freaky.
Some of those spoilers out there already, guys.
Spoiler, well, it's not really, spoiler, well, you should have watched Raw yesterday. Yeah. But, yeah, so first off, I'm going to put that away. We're going to discuss Raw in a minute, but we're going to move to my PWF team. First off, I'm the host, Captain Awesome, aka Adam. We've got my lovely bunch of team here, my PWF team. They look up for it. I'm not sure if they're loaded, but anyway. They're from the Bullet Club. First off, we got Mr. Luke Gallows in the house.
Fine.
Boom. Yeah. But we move on.
If you're watching out there, I'm your son.
He gave birth to, didn't he?
The fraternity came back from Jerry Springer, and now Billy's set on course to find his father, Luke Gallows, aka Doc Gallows.
Yeah,
just travel to Japan and
be up with him in like 2 months when he comes back. So. Yeah.
Us here at PWF is War wish Doc Gallows the best of luck in searching for his father. So more power to him, man. He deserves it.
Exactly. Yeah. Good luck with that. Hope you have a great. Hope you and your father, bond together, you know. You got that. But hey, you got your thing with the Bullet Club, so I'll leave it with that, with Carl Anderson and that. So we moved on to So if you have your plug-in, if you want to have your, want to follow you.
Plug-in for tomorrow. I'm doing an interview with Alexander James at 10 Eastern Time, so be sure to check that out on Indy China.
Better be there.
Follow me on Twitter at Rick6
Yeah, follow it. He wants to have the same amount followers as Doc Gallows, the original.
Yeah.
Doc. So yeah.
Yeah, because I get any wrestlers, so yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. We'll be watching. PWF will be watching. So we move to a new guy from the PWF team. We've got Mr. Piro. Piro?
Yeah. Yeah.
The spotlight is on you now. Stop tweeting.
I'm the brain behind this game.
Oh, great. Playing a game. Great time. Great time.
Podcast with Crumble. I'm what they call God.
God?
Yeah, I'd like to plug that. You can follow me on Twitter at God.
Right.
The Lord
It's
himself.
like Lana's sexy legs and Batista's skinny jeans, but okay. I'm sure
Unpredictability on a live televised podcast.
An open mic.
this is what happens when we're live, guys. So
Gloves come off.
Exactly. You just don't know what's gonna. We're not scripted or anything. It's just gonna happen. We're gonna say a load of shit and pretty much. But if that's your so-called real Twitter, I'll be checking it out. I'm sure you have no followers, but hey.
Actually,
moving on.
my Twitter is blowing up over 700 followers.
Great, yeah.
Right.
My Twitter's just blowing up. Apparently, a big podcast just gave us a shout out.
Really?
I had a podcast.
Yeah, it's called K-Fave Connection.
Going good.
That's cool. Yeah,
they're on iTunes, so that's pretty big right there.
that's sweet. Yeah. Yeah, we're thinking about doing that. Upload our shows on there as well.
It's very complicated to upload your shows to iTunes. More complicated than you think.
Now, is that SoundCloud?
You gotta create a website, you gotta create a stream, and then you gotta create a feed. Very complicated.
Well, we already have a website.
Yeah,
we're streaming live right now, so we're like 8% there.
You basically use like Justin TV and Skype, something like that.
Because I know one of my friends has a podcast on someone else's like website that he does, and says he went to try to do it himself, and it took him like 5 hours just to figure it all out. So he has someone else do it for him, which is what we should probably end up doing at some point.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
If we do it on iTunes, it'll be bigger because then people will be searching for it, and this will pop up. And
Yeah, we might get more fan base.
First we'll work on what we're doing right now until we get there.
Yeah,
Again,
what we're doing right now is
That's not until we get the sponsors, you know.
introducing me
We
right
need
now.
sponsors, man.
We need sponsors to do that.
I mean, what sponsors do you want? Coca-Cola? I mean, seriously.
We're not going to beg for sponsors, you know, so.
Yeah.
well, we might have a sponsor, you know, Slim Jim.
KFC, you know, Kentucky. I mean, that's pretty sweet. But we can't afford that. We've got budget, you know, the
I
limitations.
don't
So.
think it's free.
But yeah, we haven't even moved to the last guy, PWF. I mean, he's been
Yeah, why we
waiting there.
Gyms and KFC,
He's just sitting there waiting. He's like, when is my go ever gonna happen? But yeah,
I just want to talk about, to be quite honest, I felt that was way too long of the intro. But
yeah, it was. But hey, we got our original guy here, PWF original. He is from the Bullet Club himself. Yeah, he's the Arabian Wolf, Paul Jason.
thank you, heartfelt introduction. I appreciate it. Finally, my turn to talk. I don't like people. If you like me, you can follow me on Twitter at @_Arabian Wolf. You could add me on Facebook at Paul Gazer. I know Adam mentioned in the beginning of the show when we opened up that 6 p.m. July 12th, we have Thrasher on the show, one half of the legendary headbangers in the WWF, worked through the Attitude Era, and even prior to that, he was NWA champion with his partner Mach. Unfortunately, we couldn't get both of them, but one of them will do the trick. And now, breaking news, if you're in the group, you might have seen this. We haven't posted it anywhere else relevant besides the group. But next Tuesday, June 24th, 7 p.m., we have the pleasure and the honor of interviewing Fit Finley's son, David Finley Jr. He'll be on the show with us. It's going to be around 7:30 p.m., I'd say, sometime in there. So if you guys are interested in seeing his take, we're going to talk to him, how his career is going, following in the footsteps of his father. His father is an Irish wrestling legend, as most people know. So it's going to be a great honor. We're very humbled to have him on the show. And these are just the first 2 interviews. There's going to be a lot more to come, and, we're really getting the ball rolling here. So, like I said, follow me on Twitter at _Arabian Wolf, or add me on Facebook at Paul Jazer, and, let's get this Raw review going, man. They did well last night.
Yeah, they did pretty well, as you said. So if you have if anybody a fan of the Arabian Wolf, follow him on Twitter. Even though he doesn't want you to follow him.
I'm my own biggest fan.
Yeah, that's fair. But putting that aside, let's focus on now the Raw Fallout that happened last night. It began with the Authority coming out with Triple H, Stephanie McMahon. She said that they wanted, Stephanie McMahon said that they wanted everyone to come out to show that they cared. And then Triple H talked, and then everyone worked all year to become world champion. And now they have a chance again. And then they've gone back to Stephanie. She apologised that they were represented by a B+ player. B+ player still. Triple H has gone back and said everyone deserves better than that, and then so forth. And then in the end, she said, Triple H said those people that are Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns and won't be in the Battle Royal for later tonight, which needs to qualify for the Money in the Bank vacated title. So they couldn't be in it because they're against the Authority. Cena as well, but Cena can qualify if he beats Kane, which was a stretcher match which was supposed to happen at Payback against Daniel Bryan. So it ended up being on Raw after 10 years apparently. 10 years, wow. Time flies. But yeah, that's pretty much the opener of that, and then I'm going to discuss the match. So the match with the first match of the night was Dolph Ziggler versus Seth Rollins. What can I say? This match could have even been the main event, to be honest with you. It's the second time they face each other. Great chemistry. Solid match, quick pace, quite fast at times. I definitely enjoyed the match. At one stage maybe Ziggler might pull off a win, but in the end, Rollins won. And, so he won with obviously the blackout. What was it?
Yeah, the curbs they're calling it now, though.
Yeah. Oh no, I meant he didn't win by a blackout. It was a no DQ disqualification because Ambrose came out, didn't he? He interfered.
Yeah, right after he hit the curb stomp. So
yeah.
Lo and behold, Ziggler did win after all.
Actually, Ziggler actually won that. He didn't lose. That's the important thing. So yeah, Dean Ambrose interfered. He wears some new gear on. It's like a vest and jacket, jeans. Wasn't really the Shield's gear. So he ended up and he changed his theme. So he's now got a new theme song as well. So could mean that that's the end of the Shield. Kind of surprised because I thought him and Roman Reigns still together, and I thought they would continue, but I guess they're dropping the group. So anyway, I said about the match, great match, overall solid. Like I said, it could have been the main event. So we move to Billy. You go ahead. What's your say about the opener?
The opener was good. They announced the Battle Royal, which was a big surprise for one spot for Money in the Bank. And they announced the stretcher match, which was Cena versus Kane. We all knew who's gonna win that match. I'm not gonna say it, but
yeah, that's why I didn't say anything about it because I know who's gonna win. Unfortunately,
it's just obvious if you don't know who won that. But anyways, the opening match was was really good. Them two have good chemistry. Overall, I enjoy their matches when they have all the time. So, and then you got Dean coming there like crazy, just fucking attacking fucking Seth Rollins.
Love it.
Man, the outfit he was wearing just reminded me of John Moxley. I don't know. Really tough.
He's great. He's crazy as hell. He's so unpredictable what he's going to do. I just love it. His face expressions, what he does, Mike. You just don't know what to expect from him. So that's what I love about it. But yeah, great start, really. I have to say,
Yeah.
great start. We move to Piro. Go ahead, have your say about the opener and the match.
Yeah, it could have been a really good match, but the whole purpose of the match was, Dolph Ziggler was just supposed to be out there to not suck, but in WWE's eyes, suck, even though he's good. And then to have Dean Ambrose come out and look psycho, because it's going to set up a good match at Money in the Bank, which I know everyone is like shit off about this Money in the Bank match that they're having, how there's no high flyers in it. Well, I could throw out some news for you that there's going to be a second Money in the Bank match with Seth Rollins as the first participant, so there will be another match that will have those high flyers that everyone wants in that match. So.
Do you have the source? No, I'm just lying.
Wait, where's the source?
What's the source?
Are you lying? You've been lying?
Come on, source. We want to answer.
3 websites I just looked on.
He's just trolling, guys.
We're just messing.
He's
I saw it too.
Piro's mode.
We saw it too. I know. I saw the websites.
He's been drinking a little bit too much.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's fine.
True.
No, I don't. There's no tease about another ladder.
There's no
Another match.
Reddit. Real thing gonna happen. Seth Rollins is in it. Dean Ambrose will be in it. Kofi Kingston will be in it. America's Man will be in it. Bo Dallas.
Stardust.
So you're gonna say they're all gonna job to fucking Seth Rollins?
Basically.
Nice.
I have no problem with that at all.
The winner.
We know Stephane's gonna win that.
We sound so bad right now. We're like burying all the jobbers right now. We're like, yeah, that's gonna be cool.
Depends what kind of jobbers they are. So.
I don't even like the term jobber because they're all getting paid. They're working, so I call them workers.
Other jobbers.
Job
have a
workers. Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, we shall move on to Paul. So, your thought? Yeah, you've been waiting again. That's good.
There was before Raw even kicked off, there was a lot of anticipation with the Authority opening the show and addressing the current WWE roster, and a lot of people, didn't really know what was going to happen, and that's the kind of stuff that draws ratings in the first hour. Is something unpredictable. Being it did turn into a cliche rant by Triple H and Stephanie on Daniel Bryan being a B+ player, and some other things like Triple H mentioning that Reigns and Dean Ambrose are completely banned from being in the Battle Royal later on in the night, and things of that matter. It was an okay way to start the show. Definitely drew a crowd, but I did like the opening segment. Moving into the match, it's the third time these guys work together. Both great singles competitors in their own rights. They bring out the best of each other. Good flow. Like Adam said, quick pace to the match, which I really like. And, I really enjoyed it for the most part. And I have no problem with these guys if they want to continue a feud, make it more serious. But as of right now, it seems Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose is the main focal point going into Money in the Bank pay-per-view. I got to tell you, that curb stomp that Seth Rollins did on Ziggler, and his face bounced off the mat like 3 times. It looked like a Super Bowl or something. And I one of the best sells I've seen in a long time, especially at Ziggler, so we're used to it by now. But that one really stood out to me. I really like how he sold that. Of course, we all know Ziggler was out there. He did lose, and it played off the angle of Ambrose running in and attacking Seth Rollins. He got a few punches in on him, nothing much, but it's the last we see of Dean Ambrose for the night. So, overall, good opening segment and good match. Wish they had more time to go with it.
Exactly. They could go do the whole show with those two guys. I mean, it was really great match, special. I think I'd love to see them do a pay-per-view or going for the world title. Would be pretty awesome. But I don't think that's gonna happen because how they're treating Dolph Ziggler right now. But hey, a guy can dream. But yeah, that's our thoughts about the opener and the match itself. We move on, continue to the second match of the night. So number 2. So we had, as we were saying about Dean Ambrose, we had Dean Ambrose against Bad News Barrett, because Triple H, he was on the Titantron. He kind of said, "I'm afraid I've got some bad news," and he ended up being Bad News Barrett again. But overall the match itself was pretty cool. It was pretty good. It wasn't that long, the match, but shame. But I thought it was a really good match. Enjoyed it. In the end, Bad News Barrett won because Seth Rollins came out of nowhere. I think he was in the announce table, but he got Ambrose canned out because he was chasing him around the ring and got canned out. That's how Bad News Barrett won. Really, at least he didn't got pinned. But Bad News Barrett got the victory, and that means more friction with Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose, more rivalry, becoming more personal, serious. Going to be they didn't book the match Money in the Bank against Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins. They didn't say that's going to happen, but it's going to happen anyway, likely. Even though they didn't say.
It's inevitable at this point.
Yeah, it's more likely because they're both like in the ladder match.
They're either going to book it on SmackDown or probably in the coming weeks of Raw.
Yeah, I think they have to. You would think they would, or main event they might say it. So,
Yeah.
But overall, enjoyed the match, full finish, I guess. But at least Barrett didn't lose again because he's. I don't want him being bad booking again when him holding the IC title, which they've done before, which is ridiculous. Good match. So we move to Billy. What can you say about the match? Go ahead.
Oh yeah. But did anybody notice Kane coming out and with the open match? The botch. Kane.
Yeah, that was. I was like one of the first people to point that out.
Yeah. But
Kane.
Kane came out. He came out after they came back from a commercial break. Kane came out and he walked out into the ring.
Oh, wow.
And then it went to commercial break, and when the commercial came back, it was Ziggler versus Rollins, and Kane back completely.
Yeah. I was like.
I know why. Because didn't they like said, okay, when Stephanie McMahon and Triple H was in the ring before the Steph Rollins Dean Ambrose.
Yeah, but they mentioned it was later tonight.
Yeah.
And then his theme was coming on, but I seen the ambulance. I was like, what's going on? Is Kane going to come from the crowd or something? I was like,
Yeah. Like what the fuck?
Popped out of nowhere.
they kind of botched that. They botched that.
They
Really.
did. They're like.
They botched that hard.
And then she was like laughing. Still, they were laughing. I was like, someone's going to get fired tomorrow.
But
Yeah.
the Barrett versus Dean Ambrose match. It was a good match. I knew Seth was going to get involved because they're building up them too for Money in the Bank. So
Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah. So we continue to now. Hero, have your thoughts on it?
I don't know. That was just
What?
confusing. Is what it was.
What was it? What did he say? What? Oh my god. You've been taking something. Definitely tonight.
Yeah, to
But
be
yeah, I'll
honest,
move on then. I guess that was your last say.
okay.
I didn't know
yeah, I
what you
was
said.
trying
But
to listen, but my computer is cutting in and out, so I got half of what you said.
yeah, I'll say it again. What are your thoughts on Dean Ambrose versus Bad News Barrett, the match?
That was good because it showed Dean Ambrose is now he's gonna continue on to be a psycho. He's gonna play the psycho part. So I believe all last night for that him was to show how pissed off he is and what he's gonna come into. But I for the past month, I'd say I just liked everything Bad News Barrett did. His entrance is great. The way he goes in the ring is great. Everything he does is just good. And so
Yeah.
I think that match last night could have been way better. But like I said, it was just a filler
It
just
wasn't
to show
long.
like how Dean Ambrose is trying to get back at Seth Rollins.
Yeah, pretty much. It's more of that involvement than Bad News Barrett, really. But so, yeah, I mean, I heard on in the interview about Bad News Barrett that apparently they tried it. I think something about the locker room, something about Cody Rhodes kind of came up with the idea of it. Something he said something bad news, Barrett, and then he said, "Oh, I'm going to give it a try." Because they called him to do the JBL Cole show, and they said, "What do you have? Like any ideas?" He thought, "Oh, I'll go with this Bad News Barrett thing." And then he tried it. Obviously, if you've seen the JBL Cole show, you would know. It's been great. It's been awesome. So that's how it started.
It's been
If
really
you check the interviews with some guy who interviewed Bad News Barrett. Don't know his name. Chris something. But anyway, move
Benoit?
to. What do you say?
Chris Benoit. That might have
No,
been
not Chris Benoit. No,
Wow.
Chris.
Oh no, we can't talk about Chris Benoit. People are gonna fucking
Censor. I have to censor that now.
start
Thanks a lot,
talking shit
guys.
to us.
I
you
meant
know?
Chris Jericho. That's who I meant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
not Chris Jericho,
we
I
can't
mean.
talk about Chris Benoit. He's a murderer. Oh my god.
Yeah.
People.
Yeah. Let Paul speak now. He's been waiting again. So go ahead, Paul.
All right, dude.
Oh, Matt.
Yeah, let me think what I was gonna say. Let me
He's
recalibrate
lost
this quick because you guys just completely threw me off. Yeah, so we had Ziggler Rollins open the show with a good match, and then it followed with Bad News Barrett versus Dean Ambrose. And one thing I'd like to mention is in the last about 2 weeks, I'd like to say they're taking some spotlight off of the title. And Bad News Barrett's just somewhat of doing like a henchman / lackey deal with Triple H. You know, going out there and fighting whoever he wants him to fight, whoever overrules the authority or defies their groundwork. So I don't know what they're going to do with that. I don't know if they're going to keep pushing him like that, but it doesn't really bill him as a strong champion, in my opinion, with him getting the count-out losses or however you want to look at it. But, they had a good match. Dean Ambrose solo, wasn't expecting that. He kind of had the Moxley look going on a little bit.
Yeah.
If anybody remembers him from, CZW or Dragon Gate or even FCW where he started to become mainstream. But I thought they had a decent match, pretty aggressive, well-paced. I would have liked to see it go just a little bit longer. Unfortunately, we didn't. But it was all right. And I believe Seth Rollins came out again, standing on the announce table, was it, or something like that?
Yeah. I think it was, yeah.
Distracting him. He gets chased, beats him up in the crowd a little bit, then runs back into the ring and knocks down Bad News Barrett. And lo and behold, Dean Ambrose has his own theme now as well. So they're all in their own right are slowly breaking off, and no one expected anything like this. We thought we were going to see Reigns and Ambrose come out together like they normally do, and this whole split just happened spontaneous. No one knew about it. There was no build up to it, or nothing of the sort. So yeah, I wasn't expecting it. I'm sure anybody else wasn't either. But it's pretty cool to see them go solo, and I'm really excited for Dean Ambrose, Seth, and Roman Reigns in general. It's going to be awesome. But yeah, good match overall. I liked how they started the show off from all the way from the start of the show till now. Is so far so good. I was glued.
Yeah. I mean, I think people are worried that Dean Ambrose now, he's now finished with the Shield. He's going solo, as you said. They're not going to treat him right with his potential. But I disagree. I think they're going to go all right with him. He can be a main event player. Yeah. Not B plus.
A lot of people said he was going to be a jobber.
Well, that's
just
just
like
waste.
a bad player.
How can you say he's going to be a jobber? Look what they're doing with him. They're putting him in a big storyline.
Exactly. I mean, he's only lost matches because of distraction, for goodness sake. I mean, he's not really got pinned cleanly, so...
Exactly. He's not going to be a jobber. You're retarded if you think that. They're not going to relegate him to that jobber stature. And him losing, by the distraction is, of course, just to build on top of the angle with him and Seth more.
They don't understand how good he really is.
They don't know what jobber means or what going
Kofi.
solo.
I'll put it this way,
Wrestling.
Kofi Kingston. There you go.
I know, because the person that said that the other night was a big Randy Orton fan, and I'd love to see Randy Orton go out there and try to shoot like Dean Ambrose does.
Yeah.
Orton can't shoot like that. No.
You know, you gotta turn the TV off after Randy Orton after.
Or, but what was
he
that time
speaks.
where he asked what's his name? He goes, "What's my line again, man?" On live fucking television, everyone.
It's Sheamus.
What's
Wasn't
my
it
line?
Sheamus?
It was Sheamus.
Yeah.
Yeah. He goes, "What's my line?" You can't even remember a script. You can't excuse. No way.
Hey, buddy, what's my line? Quickly, go ahead. Yeah. But we're live. Who cares? Just the same.
It's funny. Sheamus knew his line
How did Sheamus do his line? I just bizarre.
because they rehearsed it together.
Yeah.
He only says one word anyway.
But Sheamus was laughing. He was like big smile. I was like, "Is this guy for real?"
Yeah.
This guy for real, man?
I mean, he's been in this company way before me, and he's got his line. So,
Naturally gifted.
yeah,
Great wrestler.
yeah, he is. No doubt about
The
it.
wrestler is just not good at promos.
He used and he doesn't do it like Bray Wyatt every week. It's like he bangs it. He bangs the promos.
He used to be good at promos, and then he just stopped being so good at them.
His best days was past him. I think it was
Rising Killer?
And think about Bray Wyatt. You know, this guy goes out there and cuts a great promo followed by a great promo followed by a great promo, and you know, you gotta believe he has to be somewhat nervous because he always has to top that last promo, and that's not easy when his promos are on the level that they're on. Top tier talent, man.
But let's continue anyway for the full review. Unless you have any last say about the Bad News Barrett and Dean Ambrose match.
Cool matchup though. I like the idea of them two going at it.
Yeah, they can have a rematch. I don't mind about that. Maybe SmackDown, maybe a SmackDown might.
Yeah.
It's fine. But we continue. We had some backstage. Was it Reigns and Vicky? And Reigns was pushing her by saying, you know, put me in the Battle Royal. You know, he wants it. He wants in, even though, and you know, he said that Vicky should stand up for herself. You know, and that they would want sugar with the coffee, and then she was going to, you know, she's going to bring them coffee with Triple H and Stephanie, like sugar, and then I think when she leaves, he ends up putting something in their coffees. I don't know what it was, any type of drugs or something. Yeah, but yeah, so he ends up pulling some sneaky tactic by Reigns, and he takes them, and that's it pretty much. But we continue with, after that, we had Bray Wyatt, the Wyatt family in the ring. They had the ladder in the middle. Bray starts talking, says that you are nothing in this world without power, and the power is the big thing, and it will be a downfall to the man, and the power is his game, and that the points of the championship, he says all the power he needs, and then he says that Harper and Rowan will capture the tag team titles and Money in the Bank, and then he wants to win the World Heavyweight Championship, yeah, and he will truly have the whole world in his hands. And then everyone was singing it with their phones. I was singing it as well, so I was following. But it was great. And then Sheamus came out, said that he had some bad luck to be under a ladder, especially when you're going to be in the biggest ladder match of all time, apparently. And Sheamus also said that tune in to is going to change tonight to Sheamus' boot being shoved down Bray Wyatt's throat, and then the match start. But before that, I'm gonna let you guys have your say about the Vicky backstage and the Bray Wyatt promo, really, before I discuss the match. But overall, it was solid promo, great. You know, he always, you know, he's going to deliver every week with it. So enjoyed it, great. But the backstage thing was quite funny. But I don't know. Go ahead, Billy. Have your say about it.
Oh yeah, the backstage thing was kind of funny. Roman Reigns put something inside the coffee. That was kind of funny. He's really improving, like talking wise. So, which it's happy to see. And Ray's promos are always great, no matter what. They're great every week, and they're going to continue to be great.
Exactly, spot on. I can't disagree. So, Piro, go ahead. Your thoughts on the backstage and the Bray Wyatt promo?
I thought Vicky, she was spot on, classic as always. Greatest manager, greatest general manager of all time. Oh wait, there was Roman Reigns. He was there too.
Of course, he was like the main attraction.
I got sidetracked with Vicky Guerrero because whenever she comes on,
She distracted Piro. Piro got hops.
Macho. No, but I thought it was funny that he put sun in the coffees because then it's. I mean, he didn't expect. Maybe he did, but he didn't expect actually what was going to happen because what happened was hilarious. But then it worked out in his favor. But then Bray Wyatt, what can you say? Say it every week. He continues to make that mic his. He owns it and does his work every time. He will be known as one of the greatest talkers in history.
Could be, yeah. I mean, he's improving on the mic. I have to say, he's not dull. I mean, he's been on the mic. He had some short words, but now he's talking a little bit more than he's often did. So it's good, looking good. Yeah, Ambrose is making me interested in him. He doesn't want me to change the channel or something. So Paul, go ahead now with your thoughts on the backstage and Bray Wyatt promo.
Roman Reigns and Vicky Guerrero, I like the backstage segment they did with them. I thought it was pretty funny. It was cool. No one knows what Reigns really put in the coffee, but we'll find out next week. One thing that stood out to me was, Reigns is a good sweet talker, kind of shares some similarities with his cousin The Rock in that point of view, and I like how they got the little pranks going on backstage and stuff like that. I really like how they throw in that. It's a little bit more flavor, a different element that we're not really used to. The things they used to do back in the day that really, got the fans to laugh and keep them interested in the show. So yeah, I really like that, and I think Reigns is more than on his way to becoming, main event talent if he's not already. But moving into the Bray Wyatt segment, like I always say, guy's the most consistent promo of all time, arguably, and nobody understands how good he really is. If you don't like him, that's fine, but if you don't respect him and say he has talent, then you're just completely blind, because this guy has a lot to offer. There's a lot of potential there. And the way he captivates an audience this day and age is with that eerie gimmick, the patriarch, the conspiracy theorist, the rebel, down with the machine, fight for the cause. And, he really does captivate an audience. It's really awesome to be able to watch him go through this stepping stone in his career. And there's so much more to come. And the promo is great. And the Wyatt family in general, I love the concept of them. I'm really excited to see the part he plays in Money in the Bank and how far they're going to take his character. He's quote unquote reborn right now, so
yeah,
I like to see how that plays out. Reborn. Okay, I understand what the meaning of the word, but now I want you to show me what reborn is.
Yeah, show everybody what you can, what you're meaning and understanding. So, yeah.
Before the Last Man Standing match, he was claiming he was reborn and he lost, and now he's claiming again. I wish he didn't say that before, but it doesn't hinder anything. It doesn't destroy credibility by any means. So yeah, two great segments.
Yeah.
Still up to this point, I was very interested in Raw. I was very happy with it. Good product.
Yeah, great. It's so far so good, really. It hasn't been bad so far. So now we discuss the match now with Sheamus, yes, the United States champion, non-title match against Bray Wyatt, of course. And overall, what it wasn't really a long match.
No.
It was a decent match overall. I wouldn't say it was good, but because the time schedule and it could have been a good match, but it wasn't. Sheamus, in the end, hit the power slam, was going to do the Bros kick, then who interfered? Parker and Warren. and they end up being a no disqualification. Sheamus wins because of that. Kind of disappointed with that because it just made Bray Wyatt a little bit weak because, you know, without the Wyatt family interfering, you know, yeah, Sheamus was about to win the match. You know, he can't do it by himself. But disappointed that Sheamus won, but hey, at least he didn't get pinned. I guess Bray Wyatt didn't get pinned by Sheamus. So hopefully, I think there'll be a rematch, surely, after that. So not happy about the finish. Not really happy how long it was, but hey, that's how it is. But we move to Billy. Your thoughts on the match? Go ahead.
Yeah, the match was decent. You had the Wyatt family interfered pretty much, and yeah, Sheamus was about to win it, but they interfered in the match. It's alright match. I can see them doing this on SmackDown as the main event. As a rematch.
Yeah, I think wasn't there some main event that was supposed to advertise? Was it Sheamus against?
Yeah, something like that.
I could be mistaken. I wasn't paying attention at that time.
I know apparently they announced the main event for SmackDown, but I didn't get to read it. So.
Yeah, it was like Roman Reigns against somebody. It will come back to my head. I will get back to it. But yeah, move to Hero. Your thoughts on the match, man?
Thought it was, straightforward match. It was pretty basic. It was Sheamus against Bray Wyatt. Sheamus is, in my eyes, very boring. I don't find him good at all. Just another big guy doing big guy moves, and of course it was going to end disqualification when there's 3 Wyatt members out there, 1 Sheamus, and of course they're going to go in there and attack him. So it was just basic, typical match.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you're not alone with saying Sheamus is boring. I'm not really a big fan. I think I've said it a lot of the episodes. The guy, I'm going to say it's short and sweet, turn him heel. That's it. Move on to Paul. Go ahead. So.
Yeah, the gimmick is stale. The guy is pretty boring, to say the least. But I think he has decent ring ability. I think the guy can go for his size, and he can be pretty explosive at times and aggressive. I like that in bigger guys. Just talent in general. But one thing I'd like to point out that kind of bothers me is they could have the IC champion, Bad News Barrett, fall twice to the U.S. champion, Sheamus.
Yeah.
And what I don't understand is why they couldn't let Bray Wyatt go over Sheamus last night. Why are they billing him as such a strong champion, but letting a top-tier guy like Bray Wyatt, who just came off a feud with John Cena and an Intercontinental champion, which is higher in the pecking order than the U.S. champion, both not be able to beat him clean? It's kind of dumbfounding, and the idea of it is, what's really the thought process going on there? Hopefully it'll make sense later down the road, but at this point in time, it's a mix-up. I don't get it at all. Nobody does, but. I thought it was an alright match. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see Bray Wyatt go over, but that's okay. He is getting a big spot coming up. But I got to run to the door real quick, so I'm going to cut my answer short and send it back to you guys. But it was a decent match, could have been better.
Okay. Thanks for telling us that, Paul. Roger that. Yeah, I agree with that. He is very stale, as I said. He's very boring, but he's got talent. The guy, that's what I liked about him. He's aggressive. He's badass. Yeah, when he was a heel, he was legit. But this guy, when he's now, he ain't. I got no time for him. Yeah, but about that, we were saying a minute ago. Who's going to be that main event for SmackDown? It's Roman Reigns, against Alberto Del Rio.
Yeah, and then another thing they just announced on apparently a main event, it's going to be another Money in the Bank match in Seth Rollins in it.
There's some justice for Pio now. He actually might be right.
I told you I was being serious.
Well, we just thought you're drunk. So.
No, man, I only bring the good news, the truth news, and nothing more.
Oh, so you're like the good news of Bad News Bear, okay.
I'm like Dave Meltzer, baby. I only bring the best.
Dave Meltzer. That's how
Oh, God,
that guy's an ass bomb.
It's all about Insider, PW Insider. Yeah, let's move on now, unless you have any last say about
That's it. That's all I
Sheamus
have to
match.
say, guys. Just good news, and that's it. Let's go.
Yep, Money in the Bank Part 2 will be high flyers. I guarantee you it'll be like 2 or 3 or 4. And it will
There you go.
it will make up for that old powerhouse Money in the Bank that's going to be for the title, because that's what they need. They need a powerhouse.
I see Dean Ambrose in there too. Watch.
Yeah, it'll be Rollins, Dean Ambrose, probably just to throw in there like Kofi Kingston.
Yeah.
We'll probably throw in a big guy just to have
Dolph
like,
Ziggler.
like,
Dolph
right
Ziggler.
back.
Throw Rusev in there. Just have a big guy in there.
And probably Stardust.
Rusev, probably Rusev will be in it. But
Yeah, Rusev will definitely be in there. That'll probably be the big guy just because they're building him right now, and something like that will help him.
Yeah.
So that's
I
good.
agree, yeah, because he was, but yeah, and as well, I think Dolph Ziggler, of course, as well.
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah. But anyway, let's continue, let's carry on. Let's move on to some backstage again segment, which was Vicky Guerrero. She was with her. She had her hands with the coffees, gave Triple H and Stephanie, and she spills Triple H's coffee. She said that she told you to go and get another. And then Stephanie was drinking her coffee. I guess she didn't. And which was, we know what was in her coffee. Lucky Triple H didn't. Lucky for Triple H, Steve was fast and didn't drink it. You might have that diarrhea or whatever inside what it was.
Well, they both already have diarrhea of the mouth, so they might as well go for round 2 and take them both.
We'll go from exactly from the backside.
Hit the grand slam.
And then Stephanie runs off something. She ends up running because I think Renee Young was talking to her, and she ends up running off because she was wanna feel sick. And then they had Heyman end up coming in, and he says there's only one man that has a tragedy, and that's Cesaro. And he says that before WrestleMania that Brock would break the streak. It was a spoiler. And he then says Cesaro will win the World Heavyweight Championship. That is not a prediction, but that is a spoiler. So he thinks that's it. Whatever he says is because he thinks he's God. He knows what's going to happen. But he did get it wrong against Tyson Kidd. He thought Tyson Kidd would beat Adrian Neville for the NXT. So he's not always right.
I can tell you, honestly, right now, Paul Heyman saying Cesaro winning the title is a spoiler, and I believe that's going to spoil Cesaro. The gimmicky, great wrestler, phenomenal wrestler, one of the best in the world, honestly, pound for pound.
But now there's a second Money in the Bank match, so
he's not ready.
So he went in and gets cashed on, and then there you go.
Yeah, but he's in the title one, so I don't know.
I know he's in the title one. I'm talking about like that they do the burger Money in the Bank first, and then somehow somebody cashes in after somebody wins that one. So.
Yeah, pretty much. So I'll get back to you about your thoughts on that for that segment. Because I've got to say about this match, which is the third. Yeah, the third match, wasn't it? Or fourth match? The fourth match. Fourth match, which was Rusev against Heath Slater. There's not much to discuss about it because it was a few seconds anyway. Lana didn't really, Lana was obviously with Rusev. She looked splendid, the queen of wrestling, wonderful stuff there. You had Rusev hit that super kick to Heath Slater, did the Alkalite, he taps out. He kind of said that he's the one-man band for USA. He doesn't have any more 3&B anymore. I think the commentator I think they were saying about Drew McIntyre and Jinder Mahal no longer being there, I think, at one stage. But which is kind of surprised because they never really discuss any releases live. So yeah, that was a short match. Felt sorry for Heath Slater, but he was in the wrong place in the wrong time. Much. I don't know if they're going to get new members or he's just going to go solo. Good luck to him. I actually think he's really funny during the mic. So it was a good thing they didn't release him. That's a positive. So
sorry to interrupt really quick. I don't mean to burst your bubble or
yeah.
more or less show. I have a quick couple of personal things I got to take care of like right away, and hopefully I can jump back into the show before it's over. I apologize in advance.
If you got to do something important, they understand. It's cool. So you go ahead and do it quickly. Be on the show before the end.
Don't know if there'll be a seat for you next time, though.
But,
well, we don't know who's going to take over, but yeah.
It's going to take a bit, but hopefully I can jump back in at least with like 10-15 minutes left. But if not, I'll just throw my plug out there or whatever and make sure
go ahead.
Coming next Tuesday. I really appreciate it, guys. It won't happen again.
No, it's fine. It's cool. We understand. So if you want to do your plug-in now, quickly, go ahead.
Yeah, I just, abruptly got to leave. But follow me on Twitter at @the_ArabianWolf or add me on Facebook at Paul Gazer. I'm sorry to the fans that are watching right now. I'm going to try my best to make it back in before the show's over, and much respect. Thanks, Adam, for understanding.
Yeah, it's cool. Don't worry, you have your seat will still be warm next time.
Oh, I bet.
Don't worry, you're not fired. It's okay. I'm not Vince McMahon.
I appreciate it, guys. I'll talk to you guys later.
Peace. To our original PWF guy, Paul. He's out of the building, so I guess the Wyatt family wanted to time him, told him you have to be there, or we're just gonna cut your throat or something. So, you can't say no to the Wyatt family, guys. Just cut. I would have done the same thing. So anyway, I was saying about the Rusev and Heath Slater match. It was it's not really a squash match in the end. Nothing much else to say. Billy, if you have the thoughts on the backstage, again with Vicky Guerrero, Stephanie Man, Triple H, and the match with Rusev.
The segment with Triple H, Stephanie, Vicky, that was pretty funny. You see her just puking all over Vicky. That was kind of funny.
Yeah, I think that was later on. But yeah.
Yeah, but anyways,
yeah,
still funny.
It was. Yeah.
The match was just a squash match. I mean, I guess they're doing stuff with Heath Slater now, having him jobbing.
Wasn't he doing that before? But,
yeah, so I don't know if people are going to say, oh, there's something special about him now. They're doing something with him. Jobbing? Jobbing's doing something?
Yeah.
That's really special. He's really doing something special.
No, he's not gonna move to the main event spot, guys. No, afraid I've got some bad.
He's not even gonna move to the Intercontinental title, not even the US, nothing like that. So,
he's just gonna be a lower mid-carter.
Yes.
I mean, I got nothing against the guy. I think he's got talent. I think he's funny. But
No, I don't either. It's just
a shame.
what
It's a shame
they see. It's what they want to do with him. It's not what fans want. You know? They don't care what.
It's a shame because I like to see him at least win some matches, not always lose.
Yeah, me too.
Anyway, maybe we'll get new members in the 3MB. We see. I don't know. But Piero, go ahead. You're saying about the backstage and the match.
That whole match was. They need to do something Rusev, because if he's going to be squashing people every week, it's going to get very boring very quick, and people are not going to want to see him do anything else. He obviously has talent, but they need to have him in a legit match. I mean, they tried it with the Big E Langston shit, but he needs to be in a legit match where it actually goes on more than 2 minutes. And I think Heath Slater now is, 3MB was a jobbing team, but now I think he's going to be by himself jobbing, and I believe that he's not going to go anywhere. It's not like magically he's going to be in the contendership like the IC or the USA title. So I think he's just going to stop now, because I heard that they're going to keep Hornswoggle off TV for a little while. So it's not even like he can do something for him. So I believe that whole
yeah, he's going to his movie. He's going to be off TV.
Leprechaun.
Yeah.
Who cares about that film? I'm not watching it. But yeah.
I'll watch it for free. I won't pay for it.
Yeah. I could watch it on the internet, like Steamer, but I'm not going to even try and watch it.
Yeah, right?
It's not. It'd be probably too corny and cartoonish for me. But yeah, let's continue. So there's not much else to say about that. Nothing else really. Yeah, we know what's going to happen. What did happen?
Just because they turn face doesn't change anything.
Yeah. It's kind of random turning him face and how 3MB ended.
It was random.
To be honest with you, I mean, I wasn't massive fans about 3MB, but the crowd actually loved him.
They were funny, that's why.
Yeah,
They're okay.
yeah, they got comedy. They're comedy. Vince McMahon loved that. So.
They were a team in a tag team division, but they're still tough.
Yeah, we should continue anyway. Move along to, you were saying it before, Brick Wall, about the backstage, the throwing up, she throw up.
Yeah.
And Triple H,
Oh my god, that shit was so fake.
Yeah, we know that, yeah. Triple H made Vicky to check her out, and then she just throws all over Vicky, poor Vicky Guerrero, and all over her face. She just probably threw the bucket. She just threw the bucket on her face or something. That's what happened. And Vicky just leaves in charge. She was just standing there. And then I think Reigns came after, and I think to Vicky. I think she was in the locker room and said, "She's probably going to fire you next." They said that they're going to probably fire her next week, so she should do something at least. And in the Battle Royal, Vicky agreed. She's angry and pissed off. Again, it's like a few times she's been puked on TV, but hey, shut the door.
Not just pukes, fucking shitted on, fucking everything. Throwing cake in her face, just everything.
Dolph Ziggler been cheating on Dolph Ziggler, making out with Caitlyn. Pretty much everything. Got fired as a GM.
Well, Big Girl been cheated on twice.
Oh yeah, with Alicia Fox. Alicia Fox.
Yeah, Alicia Fox. Oh god.
I can't remember.
So that leads into everything.
Yeah. So so you have any thoughts about the puking brick wall?
Yeah, it's just crazy. It's just really, I never seen someone puke that much. That's just, I think they overkilled it, but it was still funny. It was just funny, and then Roman goes, "Am I in the Rumble?" She goes, "Yes, you're in the Rumble now." She just starts screaming at him. Oh yeah, it was a good segment.
Funny, it wasn't very funny, because I've seen it before, and we know it was fake.
I know it's fake, but it's just funny.
It's still funny. Yeah, I mean, it must be Vince McMahon was just pissing us.
I mean, it's a stupid funny, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's one of those like, why did I laugh? But I still think it's funny. Yeah. Piro, if you're not busy, if you have your thoughts on the segment, that puking.
I thought it was funny how it didn't stop after the first one, and then that's one of those other setup moments.
It's like a movie.
Yeah, it just kept going and going, but it's gonna set her up for failure because they're gonna blame her for her puking. They're gonna blame her for putting Roman in the match after he specifically told her not to. So next week there will be repercussions for her. She probably will be fired at some point just because they fired Maddox. They're going to fire her because she's not really doing anything. She's being a lackey backstage and not really like participating in much. So, and I did hear that. Yeah, I did also hear that Vince is trying to budget his money this month. He's trying to cut, I think, like $15,000 or something like that. 15 million. There you go. 15 million. So that she'll probably end up going like maybe not next week because she might fuck up again somehow, but maybe the week after.
Yeah, but it won't be about that because she wants to leave anyway and do other things. I think she wants to carry on her college, do that, and she wants to do other things than wrestling. She wants to go solo by herself. She thinks she doesn't want WWE rely on her anymore. So that's probably why, because she wants to leave more. Really. Yeah. There was rumours after WrestleMania she was going. So, yeah, she's going to go. pretty much. As yeah, you said about Vince McMahon, yeah, he's gonna release some other people. I think in the creative team. Actually, I think he's gonna be more in the creative team.
Even NXT, they said he's gonna go through too.
Yeah, some talents from NXT as well. So the main roster, I think, are now safe for now. But they're gonna release. I think they released one head writer, creative team already. I can't remember his name. Jamie? No, I don't know. I can't remember his name. But yeah.
Yeah, they're
I can't
just
remember
like
everything.
a lesson right now. Something's wrong.
Yeah, it is because they lost a lot of money this past year. So
Yeah.
pretty much, they have to do something. Save. So let's continue now to the next match, which was not much. It's not really was a long match anyway. It was like a mixed tag team match. It was Fandango and Layla against Rosebud himself, I'm 11, Adam Rose. You know, Brick Wall is a Rosebud, and Summer Rae. Summer Rae was teaming up with. What did you say?
I'm a fucking lemon.
I'm a fucking lemon, yeah. Fuck the lemons.
Don't be a lemon, it's a rosebud.
Didn't that, what's his name?
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart was in the commentary. Of course.
Yeah.
He said, I'm not a rosebud. At first.
Yeah, he said
I
in the
don't know.
backstage segment before he came out, he's like, I'm 11, and then he goes, I'm a rosebud now. I'm like, what the fuck?
How did he transfer? He played his mind, I guess. I don't know what that was.
Hilarious.
He was funny. That was the best thing about him. He's a funny ass dude.
The match
Short
wasn't
guy.
really-
He's pretty
the match
short.
wasn't really good. It was just boring.
Yeah. So about the match, it was short and sweet.
Very boring as hell.
In the end, you saw Summer Rae and Layla. They fight. They went running out the stage. They left, and Fandango was in the ring. Got the party foul, the headlock driver for the win. And I didn't care about the match. It was average, boring.
Either.
That's boring. That's all I've got to say about that. What about Brick Wall?
It was more about Kevin Hart. That's all.
Yeah.
He should be commentator for. Should have a job in WWE as a commentator. Replace all those commentators right now.
You just have him have him
Cole,
in JBL.
Jerry.
Him in JBL. There you go.
Take Jerry Lawler as well.
Yeah, Jay Lawler, me too. Them two.
He needs to retire. God, he's so boring and bad.
Yeah, so boring.
He's not as he used to be.
Good, but
anymore.
now he can't talk about any of his fucking shit that he used to talk about.
Well,
And he thinks he's funny with the jokes, and then
he used to shit all over Cena, and now he's just dick riding him.
I know. It's like, yeah. So, Piro, you have any say about the match, or do you want to? Shall I continue?
It was boring as hell. Very boring. That match was just to promote Kevin Hart. That was his one thing right there. So that was just to promote Kevin Hart being out there. But it was a very boring match. Those four. Fandango is just being very fucking unutilized, and he sucks right now, and it's just terrible.
Yeah, it's hard because he has so much talent and he's
Yeah,
getting treated like this.
Yeah, he's being put against a guy that can't even fucking wrestle.
Well, he has wrestled in NXT better than this. It's just they
Yeah,
haven't
from
let him
this
show it.
gimmick, he can't wrestle right now. You're making him a joke.
It's just a gimmick. It's the gimmick's killing him. You see, in NXT when he was Leo Kruger, he
Yeah,
actually could go. He could
yeah,
go.
he could. And now he's just fucking rolling around the ring like.
I'm sad because I think they should have kept that gimmick. It was a hunter
I
gimmick.
like the video. I actually enjoyed it.
So stupid, retarded. Well, they changed it, hey. Vince McMahon's call in the end of the day. So,
Yeah.
You know him. He likes some comedy shit. So I do
Yeah.
like that, but that's the wrong comedy. Let's continue because I ain't got nothing else to say about it.
Nope.
No.
No.
So we move on to the Battle Royal for the qualifying WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Most of them were jobbers. A lot of them were. You had the big powerhouse Reigns. Rusev was there. Like Baxel, so forth. Bo Dallas was in there. believe it or not. And he was there for a long time. I was like, damn it, when is he going to get eliminated? Like, and he did.
When is he gonna get a title shot? Question.
Yeah. Why does he earn it? Like, he got speed
He's
of
the longest reigning NXT champion of this or any generation.
Yeah, that's probably why. Because he's the longest NXT champ. Yeah.
He's Mr. NXT.
Yeah.
But it was his cape. But, I did love how he got speared, the hell. Roman Reigns finished him off. That was a pretty sweet spot. And the great spot was in the match when it was down to Rusev and Roman Reigns, when the fans really cheered. It felt like when the Shield was against the Wyatt family, when they were in the same ring at the first time. Fans were actually up for it. They were pumped up. You know, it was like, wow. It was like, damn, these beasts are going head to head. Who's going to go for it? And in the end, Reigns was so dominant. He eliminated so many guys, from Fandango to Bo Dallas, Barrett, and his Barrett. You know, he eliminated, and then he just eliminated Rusev with the Superman punch. Pretty much.
Yeah. I knew that was coming though as soon as he was put in the match.
Yeah. That punch though, you wouldn't want to be there, get knocked out. But
I really wanted Bo Dallas to win, but
you're the only guy. But,
I guess we have to do that.
but overall, the Battle Royal was entertaining.
Got a Bo leave.
We knew he was going to win it when Reigns was inserted in the Battle Royal, so we knew. Still, I enjoyed it. It was good. I liked it.
Let's just say no to Bo.
Yeah, Bo Dallas will have to wait another 20 years to get another shot.
Yeah, he'll be in the Hall of Fame, no doubt.
No doubt, with the Mr.
He'll be
NXT.
in before Macho Man.
Oh, God. But we moved to Brick Wall, if you go ahead, man. How do you say about the Battle Royal?
Well,
Not Bo Dallas.
Bo Dallas. Alright, but the match was good. Yeah, Roman Reigns was just shining in that match. Having his Royal Rumble moment that he should have had.
Yeah.
So he eliminated Fandango with the Superman punch. He eliminated Rusev with the Superman punch, and yeah, that was an awesome moment when them two were the last two remaining. I could see WWE actually having them to have a match at a pay-per-view later on.
Definitely. Yeah. So go ahead, Piro. I'll be back.
How much they got a reaction? So
yeah.
Don't happen.
Yeah.
Give it time.
But yeah. So Piro, go ahead. Have your say. I'm just going to be back 1 second. Go ahead.
Alright.
So go. Yeah, you can have your say now.
Oh, I'm gonna. Give me time. They said you'll be back.
Oh, God. No, do it when I'm not around. You can do it when I'm not around, but anyway.
I'm gonna wait. Wait 3
Oh,
minutes.
come on, man. Oh, jeez. I'm going to fire you. I'm not going to fire Paul. I'm going to fire you
you
instead.
get fired right on the show.
You can't fire me. Without me, you wouldn't have those 2 interviews. I'm the man who brings the interviews to the show.
I don't. Well, Paul can do that for me, so you're not.
No. I got these 2 interviews. I set them up. I took the time. I took the passion, the sweat, the blood, the tears. Like John Laurinaitis, I set up the talent.
But I'm a workaholic.
Yeah. Okay. But anyway, go on.
For
Have your
4
say.
shows.
All right, lost train of thought. What were we talking about?
The Battle Royal.
Battle Royal, pretty much.
Yeah, it was a good battle royal. I really was hoping for someone small to come out of there. Bo Dallas, Los Matadores. I was really hoping for one of them to pull it through. See El Torito win. Something like that. But no, as soon as Roman Reigns was put in that match, you knew it was who was winning, and I have him winning the Money in the Bank now. He will win, and then someone like Seth Rollins will probably win the Money in the Bank briefcase. And those 2 will start feuding, and then Dean Ambrose somehow will be caught in the mix, and then it'll be a triple threat at some pay-per-view with them 3. Adam, buddy.
Not back yet. He said a
Yeah,
minute.
you can't have the host leave in the middle, because then it gets stale. It's one of those shows where everyone needs to be where they need to be.
Yeah, he got abducted by the Wyatt family.
And, well, he got a bloodbath by the Brood, had to go take a shower.
Yeah, the Brood came back.
Went out,
That's right. There you
lights
go.
went out, Brood came, took him.
But,
Oh, welcome.
yeah, and I had to do something really quickly. But, so for that PWF fans, that wouldn't.
So did you get that Brood blood bath? You get the blood over you by them and all that, you know, Brood.
they'll forgive me. I'm the host. Hey. So yeah. So you had your stay now, Piro.
Yeah, I said what I had to say. If you want to listen to it, we do our podcast every Tuesday. You can check it on one of the pages that we post. It was good. It was informative. It was good. You missed it. It was probably one of the best things anyone's ever said in life, not just on this podcast, in life.
In life.
No.
Okay. You better not miss what Piro's has to say.
You gotta believe a little. Just believe.
Okay. No, but believe in PWF.
Believe.
No. But let's continue because I'm sure. But let's carry on. So we had some Divas match. We had some Divas action. We had Cameron from the Funkadactyls. Very strange. She was wrestling. I wish it was Naomi, but she was against Paige, the Divas champion, non-title match. You know, what can I say about the match? It wasn't really great. Even Paige tried to carry her in the match.
Yeah, Paige was carrying her the whole time.
She was carrying her a lot. I mean, I could tell. It was terrible by Cameron. She should have got released. She should have got released.
Yeah, right?
What's with the blonde hair, the fake blonde hair? It's ugly. Sheesh. Like, wow. Like, she was her attitude as well. She's not a face. She should be a heel. I think she's going to turn out to be a heel because Naomi didn't like what she did.
That's funny. She was talking shit to Paige during after the conference, after the pay-per-view match. She was talking about hella shit. She's like, how come you haven't given me a title shot? She said, I would beat your ass for that or whatever, beat you up for it. During this match, she was backing away from her. She was scared.
Scared, I know. And then she had a distraction or something that when she wasn't looking, and then she just beats her down.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck, really?
Yeah, it was one of them.
But I was going to say, obviously Paige won, thank God. I loved that she used the PTO. She tapped out like a bitch. She is. And she can send her bitch ass all the way where she ever came from.
I don't know where she
ain't a wrestler. She ain't a wrestler. She's not a model.
Where did she come from anyway? Is she a model?
Who in the hell would hire her as a model?
That's what I'm saying. She ain't that good. I'd rather hire fucking Naomi.
Or Paige. But
That fat ass, yeah.
Exactly. You need some British models, in there. But no, unfortunately I have to say this. It was an average match, even though Paige was in it. It's a shame. She tried her best to carry her and trying to make it a good match. But it's just a terrible match. Missable. Fortunately, Naomi wasn't in the ring with her. Hey. That's all I got to say about that match. It was good that she tapped out. So that's good. But Brick Wall, Billy, go ahead.
I don't know what to say. I would say Paige was carrying her the whole match, and Cameron wasn't able to look like she knew what she was doing. Just like last time when they fought on Superstar for the title, Paige was carrying her then too. Cameron can't wrestle for crap. And she runs on ring like a little pansy she is. You talk all that shit in the fucking the interview after her payback match.
Yeah, I know. It was.
And you can't back it up in your garbage. Why would you talk shit in your garbage?
Exactly. Garbage.
I thought that was very funny. I thought maybe she was high on drugs or was drunk.
Yeah,
Saying, she was saying that, oh, I should have had this. You must be kidding me. I should be Divas champion. I worked
Divas
my
champion?
ass off.
she worked her ass off. What matches has she had that's impressed anybody?
Oh yeah, she did one spot, that DDT. Oh wow.
Ooh,
Congratulations.
yay.
There you go.
But that's it. Nobody gives a
Start
fuck
hanging
about
out with the show and start believing that she can be
Yeah.
a diva.
So Piro, if you want to have your say about the match, if you have
I
anything.
got nothing. That was a garbage match. It's getting ridiculous watching women fight. In the WWE, at least. There's other organizations that fucking women wrestlers are sometimes better than the men, but in WWE, they're just garbage. They need to step it up somehow.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
Because obviously they only have Paige, AJ, Emma, and Natty, and Alicia Fox. That's it. That's only one set can wrestle. Rest of them are just garbage. Eva Marie's fucking trash. She don't know how to wrestle. Fucking Bellows, I'm not even go there. Who else we got? I can't remember. Oksana was good, and then they just released her.
yeah. I know. It's funny how they release someone like Oksana. Okay, she wasn't amazing, but she was good. She was improving.
She was.
Unlike Cameron's not doing anything. Even Maria.
Yeah.
And Rosa Mendes as well. What the hell? She just. They forgot about her.
I don't know. The last time they gave her a match, like
She's like the JTG, staying alive.
Staying Alive on fucking Total Divas for season 3.
It's gonna keep. Oh, she's got so much personality to bring into the
I
show.
hope she cuts the shit out of fucking Eva Marie and just starts shit with her.
That's a good wrestler right there.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
Eva
She
Marie.
was,
Eva Marie's like the hottest woman
I'm
in
talking
this
about fucking
planet.
Rosa. Rosa was a good wrestler. She was the FCW Women's Champion.
Yeah.
Who was
good.
that? Who was FCW champion?
Rosa Mendes.
Oh right, yeah, she's yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I don't understand why they don't use her more often.
Yeah, she's just quite hot as well. Puerto Rican, isn't she? But yeah,
Yeah.
if you have something, they should use her. I don't know. Wasn't she a manager last time I seen her with the Miz? But that's the last time I seen her. Anyway, I mean, who cares about the Miz? So let's continue because I have nothing else to say about the Divas match.
I know.
No. So we moved to the tag team match. It was Ryan Axel and Goldust with his new partner, which we know who he is. None other than Stardust. Stardust. Wow. Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, it's Cody Rhodes.
Is it?
Yeah. Yes, if believe it or not, it's Cody Rhodes. Yeah, it looks
Weird.
like him.
Thought it was
Yeah,
just,
yeah.
thought it was a
Yeah,
little bigger.
I mean, what can I say about this new gimmick of his? It's just, it took me as a shock. I thought, what the fuck am I seeing at first? And then started to, well, okay, maybe I can get into this. Maybe his new gimmick. I'll see how it goes. But he had some freaky eyes. It freaked the hell out of me. Honestly, I was like, the camera was on his eyes. I was like, don't wanna be in the dark with him, in the alleyway. But yeah, I mean, what can I say? The match was okay. The main attraction was Stardust.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, he hit some kind of modified stunner. What is this called? Or net jawbreaker or whatever. New finisher. 1, 2, 3. Pins Axel, and they get their start in the winning streak. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, nothing else to say about Stardust. But I think the new Facebook page about it. But Billy, go ahead with your Thoughts on Stardust, his debut and the match?
All I gotta say is, I was kind of surprised with that. I was like, Stardust? What the fuck? I'm like, wait a minute, this has to be Cody. It has to be. Then I look closer at his face. Yep, it's Cody Rhodes. I was like, this actually fits him. That's the funny part.
He actually looked good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it suits him, yeah. That's the funny thing.
Apparently he got the name from his father. His father gave him the gimmick. Because
Yeah, that's what I said, yeah.
Apparently they say back in the day, Dusty Rhodes' nickname was Star. Apparently.
Oh, okay. Star, just the name Star.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Name Star.
Stardust, whatever. Like, that's kind of cool. Kind of cool how Dusty Rhodes came up with the name for Cody Rhodes.
There's a song, I'm sure I heard it, with the Star.
Probably is a song.
I know there's a band who sings something. Oh, something.
But the match, I don't know. The match was nothing special.
Take That, that's it.
Yeah.
The band, Take
The
That,
match
yeah.
was nothing special because all you really focus is on Stardust. You just watching him like, well, everybody expected somebody else, probably somebody stupid, another jobber.
Yeah.
But the tag team is probably gonna work. Probably gonna win some more matches,
Yeah, I mean, and then they end up with a feud. I think he's going to turn heel and Goldust. Pretty much there. He's going to have a match at SummerSlam, maybe. But,
Yeah, when they start winning more matches. Then
yeah. Who's next? Maybe, I don't know, Los Matadores? Or, I don't know. Do they have any other tag teams in the division? Pretty much. So, Piro, what do you say about Stardust and the match?
The match was mediocre, but I think the gimmick will work for him. I think it will end up being something good. So I think in the long run, they might not win a title, but it could go a long way for that being a creepy tag team. Like Goldust is like a weird dude, and then like Cody Rhodes looked like he can actually pull it off. So I think in the long run, it might work out for them.
Yeah, it might, because he's going with it so far. He's playing along with the character. It's not like it's something different for Cody Rhodes. He needs, because he's been stuck at the same. He wasn't going anywhere, so they need to change a little bit of his ways. Bring a new gimmick, maybe new finisher. I mean, maybe the crowd will give him much more reaction.
This is what he needed, was something,
Something was
different.
missing.
Yeah, he kind of felt stale to me or something. He was missing something.
Yeah, because Goldust was having all the spotlight.
Yeah. Now Stardust is getting the spotlight, so.
Exactly. So it's gonna. People say maybe it will hurt his career. Well, I disagree. I think it might help his career, not affect his career. So,
Yeah, I agree.
because where was he going before? Tell me, guys. Where was he going? Nowhere. Just jobbing out every week. Being quite. He has the talent in the world to be a main eventer, but he's just
Nowhere, because Goldust was out shining the whole time. Like,
yeah, exactly. So, any last thoughts about Stardust and the match?
No.
Okay.
Stardust is amazing. I believe in
He is.
Stardust.
He's gonna be my favourite guy. He's like the new superhero. Like he's like. He reminds me of what one of those villains could be in Spider-Man or something.
Oh yeah, with the weird ass eyes.
Yeah, those eyes reminds me of the Green Goblin or something like that.
Green Goblin, yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
does.
but anyway, we don't want to lose track. We want to end this review, so we move to the main event of the night. Yes, finally we get to the main event. So, it was John Cena, Superman against the Monster, the Big Red Machine Kane, in a stretcher match. 10 years. It's been 10 years since they had that. Apparently Kane was involved in it. Don't know who against. Maybe it's Shane McMahon. Could be wrong. But yeah, overall, what can I say about the match? It was what it was. I mean,
It was a Cena match.
Yeah, it wasn't exciting. It shouldn't have been the main event. You know, like I said, I think there was better matches earlier on in the show, but it was also we knew he was going to win. Proved us. Cena ended up winning because I think Kane was going to do a choke slam to Cena onto the stretcher when there was near the stage. He reverses it, does the AA, does the attitude adjustment onto the stretcher, pulls him, pushes him. The stretcher, he wins, and he qualifies for the Money in the Bank vacating title. But please to God, please don't tell me he's gonna win. No. I don't want to see another fucking reign of John Cena. I'm fed up with his bad enough. He's
hopefully
no,
falls where,
12.
like, with the other Money in the Bank, have somebody cash in.
I'm just hoping he doesn't, because I don't want to be Ric Flair's record, so I really don't want that to happen. So overall, the match was pretty okay for a stretcher match. It was decent, but I preferred the other matches of the night. It was like I think Seth Rollins and Dolph Ziggler was match of the night. Go ahead. So now we move to Billy. If you have your say about the match.
Yeah, I mean, it was an alright match. I mean, it was cool to see a stretcher match. Hadn't been seen one on like Raw in like years, so. I mean, John Cena winning, okay, whatever. Stupid, obvious.
You're like,
Yeah, John Cena winning, whatever, is what it is. They don't want Kane to win, so that match was.
yeah, I agree about that.
Especially because John Cena.
Yeah, there's no reaction.
There was no reaction to the match. It was just like, okay.
People died out. I think a lot of them must have left their building.
I wanted them to have like a swerve, not like somebody come out of the ambulance and attack Cena.
Yeah. Funny thing is, did everyone remember? Was it John Cena rivalry Kane? I think 2011 ambulance match. Reminded me of that.
Yeah, that's what it reminded me.
Embrace the hate when everybody thought he might turn heel, but no, he's just the same old shit for 9-10 years or whatever. I feel like he's been there since he's been there for 30 years or something. Face of the company still. Piece of crap. They need a new guy. He's getting old. No one cares about him.
They have their new guy already.
Well, to take over from him, you know. I think Roman Reigns is the guy.
There is a guy that's coming to take over.
Who?
Dallas.
Dallas.
Oh yeah. Make it worse.
There's already a guy taking over. His name is Daniel Bryan.
Yeah. I mean, would they put him in the face of the company? I don't think so.
Because obviously he's the face.
He should be, because he's the most over guy.
Got a Daniel Bryan shirt on every time you see. They train yes all the time.
Yeah.
So,
But yeah. So Piro, if you have your say about the main event.
It's a Cena match. What else do you expect? Him getting his ass kicked, and then 10 seconds later he's kicking ass, doing the 5 moves of death, coming back, doing this, doing that. Takes down anyone, even if they're 8 feet tall, 800 pounds. And Cena again, throwing stairs, throwing this. It's boring. He bores the shit out of me. He does the same shit every time. Of course he was going to win, but I really God hope they don't fucking make him win that Money in the Bank, because a lot of people will be pissed off.
If that happens, I think I'm not gonna. I don't want to watch when he appears on Raw. I'm not gonna watch it. I'm going to switch the channel because I don't want to see his title reign again. It's going to be boring as fuck as the last few. I'm dead.
That night.
It's in 2005. I mean, Jesus Christ, WWE, move on from that year. Like, put somebody else. Is it the only guy is John Cena in the world? Doesn't even have that much talent. But anyway.
This is what CM Punk was talking about. It never changes.
Yeah, I mean, I sent a video today. As we are talking about John Cena right now, at that note, I about him not putting over Wade Barrett. At the time, his name was Wade Barrett. It was the Nexus versus WWE match, which was at SummerSlam 2010. With Jericho and Edge was discussing how Cena didn't want it, he wants it his way or the highway. Then listen to Jericho and Edge saying that they should put Bandage over because this guy is legit, and they should. But no, Cena is an arrogant bastard, an ass-clown, which I don't like. I'm not hating on him because people think I hate on him.
People say Triple H doesn't put over guy, he buries guy. Look at Cena, he's worse. Cena,
Yeah,
at least Triple H puts over guy. He put over
exactly.
fucking Shield in 2 matches.
And Daniel Bryan, of course. But,
And then Bryan.
yeah, so he does put people over this year. He hasn't won a match this year, but as I was saying about John Cena, you know, as I said, I dislike the guy in and out of him. I just don't like the guy at all. Doesn't mean I hate him. Some fans, John Cena fans, think, oh, because I'm talking shit about him, that means I hate him. I mean, they don't understand what dislike means or hate. That's their problem because they're retarded. So they're just retarded fans. Yeah, maybe 1 or 2 like Chris. Chris, actually, to be fair, he's a smart Cena fan.
Yeah, because he agrees Cena should put people over, you know.
There was some comment he made on the video in the group. I'm trying to think where it was. Something about Cena. I think Austin and Hulk Hogan did the same thing. He did. I think that's what he meant. Like, let me get the comment. Hang on.
Yeah, but Hogan put
Yeah,
over
he
the
said
line.
that. He said, I know about this. It's normal when Hulk Hogan and Austin and other stars done that. So that happens. But I disagree,
Rock's
C-Double.
Rock's put over people. He put a whole bunch of people.
Not The Rock, it was Austin and Hogan, he said. But, yeah, I mean, Austin did put people over. He did. He wanted to put over
Yeah, he
Brock
put people
Lesnar.
over. I don't. Whatever.
I disagree with C-Double there. So it's,
Hogan put over people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To me, Hogan did in the end. He did. So.
Yeah.
So sorry, C-Double. It's not shouldn't be normal at all because I disagree.
I just don't. I don't agree with what he says. That's all I'm gonna say.
Is it?
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I'm gonna give a cheap plug to Open Wrestling Talk because that's Chris. So go and subscribe to him if you want. I don't think he really needed that reaction, but okay.
He does because I'm on that show.
Oh yeah. Luke Gallows on that show. He's the spotlight. So.
Yeah, I do a lot of hard work, guys. I promote us on there.
It's a big thing. He comes from he wrestles Japan and everything. So it's a big thing. So
Yeah,
anyway, yeah. So that was pretty much of Raw overall. So that was the main event. Still, it was a good show, solid show. I'm gonna give it 7.5 actually. Yeah, I'm gonna give it 7.5 because it was a good show. Yes, there was bad spots like the main event and I think that another thing there was some. I think the Rusev match was pointless, but yeah, I'm gonna give it 7.5. What about you, Brookwell? What are you gonna rate Raw as overall?
I'm gonna give it. I think I'm gonna give it 8. I think it was better than last week's show. So.
Yeah, I do. I think, yeah, I would say it's quite a lot better than last week. Yeah, pretty much. So Piro, you want to rate Raw?
I'll give it an 8, minus the main event match. It was pretty good. It was entertaining with the backstage talk and all that. So yeah, I would say it kept me watching. So I'll give it an 8.
Yeah. Actually, I thought about it. There was not really much bad things. There's only 1, 2 things. I'm actually going to give it an 8 as well. So there you go. Full house of 8s. 8s and 8s. Don't get distracted with that. But yeah, that's what I was Raw. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens next week. So that's the end of the Raw Fallout. So we move on now to the plugins for my guys. So first off, Billy, you want to have your plug?
Oh yeah, I got plugins. Tomorrow night I'll be doing the CCW's Alexander James interview at 10 o'clock Eastern time. So, and then you can follow me at Brick Wall 860.
Do that. We'll be watching. So, Hero, if you have anything except God, Twitter, besides that, do you have anything to say?
I follow my actual Twitter at the Lost Sith, and I want to give a shout out to Chili's.
Chili's?
Providing me with a good dinner tonight. Chili's, #1 spot for food.
Thank you for that. I guess that's our sponsor now, Chili's.
Chili's, #1 spot for food.
Where's the? Show us the Chili's. We want to see. The fans want to see it.
It's in my stomach.
Yeah. We don't want to know about your stomach now.
No, you don't. You do not want to know about that.
It probably is flabby as Bo Dallas' stomach. But yep, tonight's sponsors, it's Chili's, everybody. PWF is Chili's. So. Now I have my say. I plug now PWF. You want to follow us on Twitter at PWF as well, which we upload our episodes on there. Like us on Facebook at Broadcast Wrestling Fallout, which is the same. And you can join our group, which is Broadcast Wrestling Fallout as well, which will discuss everything about wrestling. If you want to see our shows, our videos will be on that group as well. So if you missed any of our shows, they'll be there. And anything about wrestling, any questions you have, don't be afraid and comments. Post a comment.
I got one more.
But what did you say, Pure?
That's why I got one more. I just want to let everyone know again about the interviews coming up. We got one next Tuesday with Fit Finley's son, David Finley, at 6 o'clock on Tuesday next week, a week from today. And then July 12th at 6 o'clock, we got Thrasher, and that's only the first two. We're going to be having plenty more after this. Just let everyone know about those interviews.
Yeah, so we're coming fast and pace. We've got our debut interview was going to be July 12th, but now it's going to be next week, Tuesday. So be there for the David, was it Fit Finley's son, Junior?
Yep.
So it's David Finley. So, yep, be there. Is it 6 p.m. Eastern time?
6 p.m.
Yep, 6 p.m. Eastern time, which is 11 o'clock UK
Unless
time.
he but I gotta get it back to him tomorrow. I'll know exactly what it is, and I'll let everyone know exactly. But I believe it's 6 o'clock, and I know it's definitely next Tuesday.
Ah, that's cool. That's sweet. Thank you, Mr. He's our agent, Mr. Hero. So he does the tweeting and the interview, so can't fire him.
Yep.
So, but anyway, on that note, you can, of course, subscribe to us if you haven't already. Click that subscribe button now. You can hear our thoughts on our views, WWE reviews, and fan questions, rumours, and our debut of interviews as well, which is next week, as Hero said. So that's pretty much it, guys. Let's end the show. So I hope everyone enjoyed the show. Like us, share us. You know what to do. From the PWF team, we hope you have a sweet night. Well, players.